The public murder of Deborah Samuel Yakubu has triggered the religious consciousness of millions of Nigerians. Religion, a topic which seemed forgotten by many, is now a national discussion, drawing reaction from every quarter of our society. The past few days has been a revealing episode for many, as we are witnessing political leaders show their religious side. Many have emphasized their respect for humanity while also defending their religion with passion. Youths in the South have called for justice in Deborah Samuel's case, while some youths in the northern region have defended the culprits. Religious tolerance is being taught as Muslims and Christians point accusative fingers at each other. The topic of red lines have also been raised, but before we go on to discuss whether there should be lines at all, especially for those who are not believers of that particular religion, let us take a look back in history, discussing previous high-profile incidences of hate crimes in the northern region of the country. We will start with the tragic story of how Gideon Akaluka was killed by a group of 9 Wahabist fundamentalists in the year 1995. The young Igbo trader, who was a resident of Kano, was falsely accused of desecrating the Quran. He was beheaded by the extremist, and his head was mounted on a stick and paraded on the streets of Kano like a trophy. The actions of the Wahabist fundamentalist angered the then head of state, General Sani Abacha, who was also a Muslim. Abacha did not handle the case with kid's gloves, as he ordered the assassination of the culprits. 8 of them were killed. The brutal murder of Christiana, Oluwatoyin, Oluwasesin, by her students in Gombe State shocked the whole nation. The married mother of 2 was stoned, stripped, beaten and stabbed by her students, and her body was later burnt beyond recognition. Her students who perpetrated the crime were largely Muslims and between the ages of 12 and 14. Christiana Oluwatoyin had collected the bag of a female student during exams in the school, only for her to be accused of desecrating the Quran, as it was one of the contents of the bag. Despite efforts by staff of the school to stop the violence, the students and some outside extremists had their way. In all of this, what baffles many is the fact that throughout the chaos which killed Oluwasesin, the copy of the Quran which was said to have been desecrated was never seen. 42-year-old mother of 7, Mrs. Eunice Olawale, and wife of a pastor, was brutally murdered on the streets of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, in the year 2016. She was murdered at about 5:30 a.m. on a Saturday as she went for early morning preaching. Her throat was slit, with her head rested on the Bible she used to preach. The case remains unsolved till date. Mrs. Bridget Agbahime was a 74-year-old trader in Kano State, and her murder, which took place in the broad daylight at the popular Kofawambia market, cut deep into Nigeria's religious and tribal fault lines. Her killers confronted her publicly, hit her with sticks, causing bruises and other bodily injuries to her until she struggled to death. The suspects in the case were known to the family of the victim and didn't deny involvement in the crime, though the Kano state government would set them all free. With all these unfortunate incidents, everyone would agree that the northern region of Nigeria has been plagued over the years with ugly episodes of religious extremism. But not everyone will agree that the killings have not always been religiously motivated. The notion that religious violence in the northern region is always characterized by conflicts between Muslims and Christians is too simplistic. Humans who carry out evil do so out of their free will, and many only hide under religion, political affiliation, or ethnicity to carry out crimes. It is also a fact that most cases of hate crime and killings in Nigeria are preceded by a period of economic stress and breakdown of law. The unknown gunmen in the eastern region of the country only took advantage of genuine agitation for better living by residents to perpetrate their crime. Today, most of their activities have negative effects on the safety and prosperity of their kinsmen. Bandits and terrorists hide under the umbrella of Fulani headsmen to carry out their crimes. In the same way as some criminal elements hiding under religion to perpetrate evil. A truly religious person who follows the tenets of Islam and believes the teachings of the Quran and Hadith should find it hard to kill a colleague in class. The murder of Deborah Samuel originated from a class fight, and her mates actually orchestrated the crime. These are people who she has sat with for years and surely knows her personally. What was done is barbaric, and those involved are not Muslim brothers or whatever name protesters in Sokoto have ascribed them. They are criminals and should be treated as such.